impressive from the moment I picked it up, for what I believe was a truly fantastic price. The Haswell HP was destined for greatness. It had no hard drive or graphics, but luckily it was in the right hands. So why not grab yourself a cup of tea or a beer if that's more your thing, and join us as we depart for another budget PC adventure. At the core of it all is its Haswell Core i5-4590, an absolute beast back in 2014. This chip is still powerful today, offering better performance than even some lower-end Ryzen chips. Our machines supposedly came with 8 gigs of RAM, but only 4 gigs seem to work. The front of these ProDesk machines comes off easily to reveal a full-size disk slot, where I'll be putting a Samsung Evo drive for the OS. For a place to store the games, I took a trip to the city to get a fresh Western Digital Caviar Blue. The next big question was the GPU, and with these little PCs it's always a bit of a research task. There are all these limitations one must take into account: size, space, compatibility, and of course the wattage of the power supply you're using, which in our case is an abysmal 240 watts. So we're sort of limited to low power cards like the GT 1030. We saw in the last episode that it's very capable, but I knew the Haswell i5 could do much better. So I questioned whether upgrading the power supply was possible. I measured the space and checked out some supplies that would fit, but just before I hit the button, I decided to check the motherboard connectors, because you never know with these OEM machines. And bingo. Hold on. Is this a GPU or a motherboard? I'm sure there is a workaround here to get more power, maybe by using an external power supply or something, but I ended up just calling it a day and using the stock supply with the 1030. Anyway, enough talk, let's see how this budget combo handles today's games. While the benchmarks weren't bad, it was clear throughout our testing that the i5 was truly held back here. While GPU usage was almost always at 100%, in most games the i5 had barely begun to break a sweat. Paired with a better GPU, it's simply capable of much more. A year ago in my Xbox One video, I said that you need to spend at least $350 to have a reasonable PC gaming experience. And I think tonight I managed to prove myself wrong. Not only can you find a reasonable PC below this price point, if you're happy to lower the settings, a combination like this can allow you to play even some of today's most demanding titles. I'm Tim James, thanks again for watching, and good night.